What's up guys, theHitmarker here, bringing you another quality gameplay in stunning high definition. And today's gameplay is going to be focused on sniping. One of my favorite things to do in Modern Warfare 2. The map we're playing on today is Wasteland, and I'm using a pretty standard ground war setup for me whenever I snipe, and that is Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, Steady Aim Pro. And the reason I use Steady Aim Pro is not really for the sniper, but for my secondary, which is typically the Akimbo M93 Raffica. And just to let you guys know, if you already have a sniper montage on YouTube that has 100,000 views, you're probably not going to get very much out of this video, aside from maybe map navigation. But this is really for the people out there who are maybe struggling on this particular map or would like to try sniping on Wasteland. Wasteland, as a lot of people know, is a remake of a former Call of Duty map in Call of Duty 2, and it's one of my favorite maps just simply because it's wide open and I get to kill a lot of people with a sniper rifle. I don't use my secondary much at all. I think I can only pull it out twice, and let's get into the gameplay. You saw the opening route there, and that's pretty much the opening route that I take every single time we spawn on that side in ground war. And I see this guy up here, so I pull up my Rafficas, and I'm not exactly sure how he did not kill me because I was standing right in front of where he was, but I get lucky there. On this side, you've got quite a bit of cover, and it's easy to go back and forth. And optic moment, kind of. I get really lucky, and that's one of the benefits of using the Barret 50 cal, is the fact that if you get surprised like that, I did not hear him, even with my headset, and you can turn around and spray and pray, and sometimes you get lucky like I did. On this side of the map particularly, you've got quite a bit of cover and quite a bit of leeway as far as moving around. You don't have to be quite as careful. But as you'll see, as I approach the other side of the map, you want to do this in a very specific way, and I'm illustrating that now. And that's, you want to move up casually, always being aware, and then you'll want to pause your screen for 1, maybe 2 seconds. Because the map is so big and lines of sight, even though it's wide open, sometimes it's hard to see people unless they're moving. So if you've got a sniper on one end and they've got a sniper on the other end and you're both standing still, it's really hard to see people. And if you guys saw my setup video, you see that I've got a pretty big TV and I sit relatively close, so it's a little bit easier for me. But that's just a good general tip. Here you're going to see an evidence of, I specifically, well, actually here you're going to watch me get raped by 3 people, but I specifically recorded this video on 5 sensitivity. And the reason I did that was to illustrate 2 things. Number 1, my accuracy was not very good the few games that I played before. So by learning the sensitivity, it actually improves your long-range shots. It's a lot steadier, and I find that whenever I'm struggling with longer shots, that dropping it down for a game or 2 and then bringing it back up typically helps. The other thing is that if you're just starting out in sniping, you're probably not going to be playing on a sensitivity much higher than 5 anyway. So this is just an example and an illustration of how you can effectively snipe. Really the important thing is to not stay inside your scope for too long. And you'll see that here, it's really hard to follow people that are even walking on a sensitivity that low. So really the main keys are using your mini-map to kind of gauge where your team is and where your team is spawning, and by that you basically just it's not really guessing, but you essentially look for the catty corner side of the map. And one thing that I would really urge you guys to do is, if you're having trouble figuring out where spawn points are, is to start paying attention to when you die, where you come back, and where your team is whenever you come back. And it's always a set pattern of where people are in relationship to the other team that they spawn. So the more you get used to that, the better off you'll be. Here, and back to sensitivity, I think I only missed twice in this entire match, and once was simply because my teammate killed the guy as I was shooting him. So you can really heed benefits of accuracy. And I can thank Infinity Ward Spawn System for a triple. And I get my Harrier, and I'm thinking this is just going to be smooth sailing. Calling my Harrier, and it's always good to take cover while your Harrier is up in the air or any kill streak, just to make sure you don't get picked off before you get your last kill streak. My kill streak setup this game is Predator, Harrier Strike, and Chopper Gunner. And I don't normally use the Chopper Gunner, but I was feeling especially frisky, and I'm trying to get all the prestige challenges done, and that's one of them. So you may be seeing Chopper Gunner and AC-130 until I get the legit symbols. And you always want to watch the corners. Wasteland specifically, snipers like to run up to those corners and try and get good lines of sight, and you always want to be aware of that. Now, going from the houses to this side of the map, you just saw the route that I take. I take that every single time. There is no difference regardless of game type. That is the route that you want to take. It limits your ability or limits your ability to be shot basically from that side. And that's a really good sniper spot for, again, any game type on Wasteland. And you see that I pick up my Chopper Gunner, and I really once I pick up my last kill streak, I try and play as aggressively as possible. Not because I want to die, but it's better to go out with a fight, especially if you're in enemy territory spawn, than to try and run away and call in your kill streaks. So you'll see here that I'm doing some work with the Chopper Gunner, and rather than watch me just spawn rape these guys for the remainder of the game, I wanted to just quickly bring up the fact that I now have 12 subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys. I've gotten lots of great messages, lots of great feedback, and you guys are rating the videos, and we're starting dialogue, and that's really the goal of this channel, is to have an open forum to not only gauge my progress, but to talk about gaming, which is what we all love. So, end of the game, final score 32-4, I believe. And I don't know how I didn't get the last kill, but my teammate did. We merged onto victory, and I'll be back with another commentary soon. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you later. Oh, and one more thing before I let you go. Just wanted to let you guys know that the second clue is the result of removing an as from the host of American Idol. So think about that, and I'll be back with another video and some more commentary soon. Thanks, have a great day, and we'll see you later.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?